Sagar. Great talking with you. Epsilon Carbon has made fantastic progress. First of all, you're a new carbon black company, and now you are one of the companies that have the quickest inroads to recovered carbon black as well. So in this interview, it would be great getting the story about that.
Great. No, thank you, Martin. And very happy to be talking to you today. And I'm very happy to be part of Epsilon Carbon. It is an organization that is very focused both on growth and sustainability. And that's something that is reflected in the commitment that we're making in rCB. And I'm very happy to be part of that.
Sagar, can you tell us a little bit about Epsilon Carbon, a new company in the carbon black industry, which is integrated into the feedstock supply chain? And I think that is one of your corporate advantages.
Yeah, I'm happy to talk about that, Martin. Epsilon Carbon is essentially a coal tar derivatives manufacturing company. We started out as that. We set up our facility in the state of Karnataka in India, and we started our business with coal tar distillation, with which we make products like coal tar pitch and phenol, naphthalene, and so on. And that business did very well, and we established ourselves. And wherein we were using coal tar as our input material, and we saw a synergy that we could get into the carbon black business. So we did that in 2021. We set up a capacity of 115,000 tons per annum, practical actual capacity in 2021, late 2021, and we scaled it up really quickly. We were able to breach the barriers of tires and non-tires. We found success. We are very thankful to our customers who helped us grow fast. And so much so that we then expanded our capacity. We added another 80,000 tons. And today we are at 200,000 tons of capacity. We recently commissioned that line early this year. We stabilized it, and now we are a larger capacity company. As far as our feedstock advantage is concerned, yes, we are co-located with one of the largest steel manufacturing companies in India. And we have that advantage, but we don't rest on it. We are very, very focused on the quality perspective. We are focused on meeting our customers' requirements, not just from quality, but also serviceability. We are constantly looking at adding value to our customers from whichever angle possible. So, for example, the sustainability part that has always been at the core of what we do. And that's the reason why we started seriously looking at recovered carbon black as probably the only carbon black company in the world that has decided to step into it and set up its own tire recycling plant, just so that we provide that value to our customers, that with us, you get the prime carbon black, but you also get a sustainable solution that works for you, technically and economically both. And that's the journey we are on. We hope to continue the momentum. We've built quite a lot of momentum in a carbon black business, and we want to carry that forward.
Excellent. And your talk at the Recovered Carbon Black Asia conference will dive into success stories incorporating rCB into product formulations. I think this is really where the value is, not so much in the product, but really in the combination of product and technical service. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Sure. So I hope to cover the successful incorporation of rCB in product formulations. It won't be a technical talk. Our R&D team would probably do a better job of that. But I'm going to come from the business perspective, particularly now that Epsilon Carbon itself has developed a range of products called Terrablack, which incorporates rCB. So one is, how do we define success in product incorporation? For me, incorporating rCB into virgin carbon black to come up with a product that is Terrablack, that is, by definition, that can be one. But the greater goal is to actually bring it into the rubber compounds, right? Into tire and non-tire and plastics. We are already seeing traction in the non-tire range, in the plastics and coatings. And there are some of these segments where recovered carbon black, either in its pure form or in the blended form as we are preparing, is finding traction. There are, as an industry, Indian recovered carbon black industry is doing fairly well. It is reflecting in the growth, in the capacity additions, in the fact that they're profitable, which means their product is finding success. There are takers. So for sure, yes, there is a demand for recovered carbon black in incorporation in the products by their end users. But having said that, it has some distance to cover. And particularly tires, that's the holy grail, as we call it. And it will take time. It is going through its journey of developing into a better product, a more stable product, a better quality product. And we are surely but slowly getting there. So I do see that happening in the midterm, not in the near term, but in the near term, I'm very happy to note that there are these other sectors, non-tire, plastics, inks, coatings, paints, that are successfully using rCB in their applications. And that's very, very encouraging for us.
India probably has the biggest tire pyrolysis activity in the world. And of course, for you as an established carbon black producer, it will be all about reliability, building reliable supply chains. Can you deepen on that a little bit, what you are contributing?
Yes. So two parts to this answer. One is on the supply chain part, and the other is on the actual product that we make. For us, where we stand is that we are setting up our own plant to recycle tires and produce recovered carbon black. That plant will come up next year, sometime in the middle of next year, maybe early half of the next year. So when that happens, then the supply chain would focus on the collection of tires, organizing tires so that we recycle them. At the moment, what we have done is we have developed two very specific products, the Terrablack 3310 and Terrablack 6615. Now, when we talk about these two products, our supply chain is recovered carbon black. Sourcing recovered carbon black that's fairly stable, that's been built by reliable manufacturers, that is usable by us to the point that we can offer the products that we've built. So we are working with the rCB industry in India. We are talking to the rCB producers. We are sharing our knowledge of carbon black with them. We are learning from them about recovered carbon black, about processing, collection, and that is a journey that we are on. When it comes to the front end of it, the using of these products, we've already started trials. We've started sampling these products. There have been customers where we've supplied in certain quantities. The results are very encouraging. The challenge is to, and we are up to it, we are in fact achieving it, is that maintaining the consistency of the product that we want to build. So we are continuing on that path. We are also expanding the Terrablack range, adding more products. We are looking at using tire oil to make carbon black. This is some of the things that we're trying to do. And the entire focus here is not, of course, it's commercial. Of course, any investment has to have its returns. But the focus is to bring sustainability in mainstream, to increase the adoption, to pass through with our blended products greater volumes of rCB. We see that in the medium to near to medium term as a sort of a bridge between the customers and the rCB suppliers, that they have some concerns about quality, about reliability. And with Terrablack, we aim to address those concerns. And rest assured, this product, when you use it as you would your virgin carbon black. And that's what we're trying to do.
Where do you see your primary target markets? Are those the same target markets for prime carbon black and recovered carbon black? Or do you see different markets also in the geography? Like, do you see rCB in the domestic Indian market? Or do you target it also, let's say, to Europe, where sustainability, of course, is a big topic?
rCB, when we make it, at the moment we have Terrablack. That's our priority. When we make rCB, we would use it to make Terrablack to the extent that is possible. But having said that, in terms of geography, yes, India is the primary market for us. That's where we are. That's where all our customers and our daily activities are. We are also very well established with our prime carbon black in the global markets. We have to take our Terrablack range there. So the ambition is global, of course. The starting point will be India, but we will also in parallel start focusing on markets such as Europe, America, Southeast Asia. We're trying to understand what the differences in the requirement there are vis-a-vis what we have in India. The differences could be technical, the differences could be regulatory, and we are studying that So yes, the ambition is global, but I presume that we will gain more traction in India first, and we will work our way to establish ourselves on the global market also.
In the conference, participating, what kind of contacts are you looking for? What kind of collaborations are you seeking?
First and foremost, the customers. We want to understand now, it is not only the customers that we're talking to, but the customer is always at the front of our priorities. So everything that we do there will be with respect to what our customers would want. Now, do we get that directly from the customers who are visiting? Do we get it from our peers in the industry? Do we get it from our potential suppliers of equipment, of raw material? In this case, it could be tires. But all in all, everywhere, the idea is to find out and to use that knowledge to how to come up with a solution that works for our customers. We hope to learn from the successes of everyone else. We hope to also see what mistakes we can avoid. I'm sure we'll make them, everyone does in that journey, but we hope to avoid them. And that's the goal of attending this conference, and also share our knowledge. We have learned, maybe not as much as the others in this field who've been around longer, but we have learned a few things about setting up the plant, about developing products, about meeting and understanding customer requirements. So we hope to share that with our industry there as well. And that's one of the priorities for us.
What is your vision for the next couple of years? Where do you see the industry going? Also, between ecology and economy, where do you see the future?
In the next 2 years, we see some of the capacity expansions that are happening right now in the rCB industry taking full shape, getting up to speed, getting completely utilized. In the next 2 years, we also hope to see more interest from tyre a company, more confidence from them in this product, and we hope to address that with our own products. We also hope to see a greater balance between the cost and the quality of producing rCB. There's always a balancing act over there, and regulations become clearer. There are regulations that are evolving. They could be to do with product quality. They could be to do with the testing parameters. That could be to do with setting up a facility, norms, and we hope to get that more clarity. It is possible that there could be some consolidation in the industry because it is in its early stages. So there are a lot of entrepreneurs who are getting into this. Each one of them has their own strengths. But it is possible as things go that in the next 2 to 3 years, there could be some consolidation. It could be in terms of mergers. It could be in terms of joint ventures. It could be in terms of some sort of offtake agreements. But yes, I think the industry will settle a little more. 2 years, will it be 2 years? Will it be 3 years? Will it be 4 years? We don't know. But I'm sure all of these things will get traction in the 2 years that I'm sure of.
Thank you. Is there anything, any message you want to pass on? We haven't touched on any topic that is important to you.
The one message that I, in my personal conversations, and obviously I see that happening from the other leaders in the industry also, is that rCB industry has to develop more. It is developing, of course, but the industry members have to work more closely. There are problems that we have to address. We spoke about quality. We spoke about setting up plants that are economical and compliant at the same time. I think knowledge sharing at this point will become a driving force. And not just knowledge sharing, but also building confidence in the minds of the customers. We do not want to see rCB as a cheaper product. That is, cheaper is probably not the right word, a more valuable, a lesser value product. But the appeal of rCB has to, over time, and I'm sure it will, move away from its lower cost to its sustainability and reliability. And that is something that the industry has to drive, that don't buy this because it's helping you manage your costs. Buy it because it helps the environment. Buy it because it helps you meet your sustainability goals. buy it because you will continue to maintain your quality parameters, your performance parameters with this product. Talk to us, share what you know. We are happy to learn from you. We are happy to share with you. And this has to happen across borders. So hopefully this happens. The industry stays connected. It is very connected. You are one of the pioneers in connecting everybody together. And we hope to see that going forward, more and more of that.
Thank you, Sagar, and see you in Bangkok.
Thank you, Martin. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you there, Martin. Very excited about the event.